So this is Crystal Lake, or Freeman Lake. I live across the street from it. And it's beautiful. So I have a lot of different rocks here, a whole bag, just different things. And I'm just gonna throw them in the water, I guess. My first rock is I need to learn how to stop being so down on myself and just loving myself for who I am, I'm sure we all fight with that. Let's see. I'm always scared that I'm gonna die alone with no one around to find me. God forbid, it's like the last thing I want. I'm gonna die with someone and at least know where I am. Some of these like black marker got all screwed up. How come I can't let go? Let go of things that happened years ago? Nothing's gonna change if we still keep thinking about them, so I don't know why I think it will. Will I fail? Probably. But it's how you learn. It's all there, it's logic, but our feelings say otherwise sometimes. Why don't I feel like I'm enough? I should feel like enough. I'm pretty freaking awesome. Why epilepsy? Suppose it could have been something worse, right? Like death. Almost died. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, spinal meningitis. I was lucky it turned into epilepsy. And that, I didn't die because it was the late 80s. We didn't have the medicine we have now. It sometimes makes it difficult to do certain things. And everybody else is going to the club, you can't because the strobe lights. That's okay. There's other great things in the world besides dancing. I think this is one that we always say to ourselves too when we first meet people, no matter how confident we are in ourselves, and it's, will they like me? Who cares if they don't, right? But if it's not perfect, then it's not done right. No, it's still done, Stephanie. It's just not precise, and we need to learn how to live without it being perfect. Have I changed anyone else's life? Has my existence changed anything? It sounds awful, but ever since I was a little girl, I've been into helping people and philanthropies. I was a Girl Scout for 10 years, did a lot of that. Helping the needy and the hungry and elderly, singing Christmas carols, all kinds of stuff. I worked at an epilepsy camp for 3-4 years, I think it was. I volunteer at the Sloop Kitchen now. I'm just very into helping others, and I guess I sometimes wonder if what I'm doing does it even matter? Am I even changing anybody's life, or am I just existing? I'm gonna throw one in that says gray hair, because I hate being 28 years old and having to dye my hair because I look like an old woman. I've had gray hair since I was 14, it's no lie. First gray hair. Oh my god. My father had his first couple grays when he was 19, and if he hadn't dyed it, he would have been fully gray probably by the time he was 25. I can't say for certain though. I hate my big thighs, but fortunately it's part of who I am, right? I could lose weight, but to a certain extent they're always going to be big. It's just my body structure. I don't want to lose too much weight, you know? And I'm sure at all times, or not all times, sorry, sometimes we feel ugly. And we shouldn't be. Because even if we're the most hideous person on the earth and look like a wart, unless you're ugly inside, the rest doesn't matter. And we need to remember that, including myself, or I wouldn't be sitting here, right? I hate clowns. Serious. I actually have one that says clowns right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says clowns. So no, I don't want to watch it with you. I don't want to go to the Barnum and Bailey circus. I went when I was a kid with my parents, and I had fun then until one of the clowns came running up towards me, and that was the last time I wanted to go. So I wish I had bigger boobs, but small boobs. It's even on a small rock. Look at that. I made a big kerplunk though, so I wish they were bigger. I thought about getting surgery done and stuff, but then I was like, you know what? If I get surgery done, it's not really who I am, you know? I mean, that may work for others, but I didn't want to do it. I know a woman that did it, and she was quite happy. You wouldn't even known that they were not real. It's fantastic. It helped to raise her self-esteem, so if it helps in a positive way, then go nuts. Why do I care what they think? Good question. I always care what they think. Probably because my butt's too big. And that bothers me. I'm kind of weird. Sometimes too weird. And that bothers me. But who cares? What the hell does this one say? Will I ever be free? Kind of sounds like a prisoner. But I kind of mean more like, will I ever free myself? You know, rather than worrying about all this stupid shit. Will I ever be free from it? Or am I just throwing rocks in and can I just go back to the same old bullshit? Let's hope that I'm not going to do that and I'm just going to move on. Some of these I can't read because the marker smudged. Will I ever let another man in? Oh, God, that scares me too. I chose to not be in a relationship for a very, very long time, and then when I met Colin, he kind of changed that. But he also changed the result too. I'm sure that's something that in time I will be fine with, but for now it's more about fulfilling my dreams. And my next rock has something to do with that, and the fact that I need to actually do them. It's important to not just talk about your dreams, but actually do them. And that's a big reason why I did this bucket list, was to kind of say, you know, these are the things you've always wanted to do, but you just haven't done them. Why? I'm too busy. No, you're not. You're not too busy. You're just not doing them. One of the big things that runs in my family is heart attacks. So I'm kind of scared I'll die from one, especially since the last 3 generations did, or 3 people. 3 generations, sorry. I'm going to try and make sure that that's not the case. I'm scared that I may never love someone again because I will be afraid to fall in love, not because I'm this like heartless person. And again, that's something I'm sure will come with time. See what else I got here. I have any happy ones? Like this is like kind of, these ones are kind of depressing. Oh look, a more depressing one. Dying unloved. Whew. That probably won't happen. Not to sound like an ass, but even if I die without someone, I know it will be because I'm happy with myself. Not the disappointing the ones I love most. I'm very my missions in life are a little bit different, and I think sometimes we disagree on those things. Just fine, that's what makes us different, but people don't always see it that way when they really believe in something, myself included. Trust. Will it ever exist? Does it exist? Yeah, it does. It's really hard to find, though. Am I wasting my time? Oh, geez. That one didn't really make it. It's just a splash. It goes back to, wondering if I'm wasting my time doing things to help people rather than, I don't know, working, doing something that everybody else does rather than helping people. But yeah, who cares? It's just an anxiety. Too heavy. My weight bothers me a lot. I've lost 15 pounds in the last 2 months, and I'm pretty proud of myself about that. People are even starting to notice, which is even cooler. But I still got work to do. I still want to lose about 50 more pounds. Not be totally skinny, but not be at the weight I'm at now. Be me. What's wrong with me? Nothing. So why do I think there's something wrong? Why can't I just be me? And I am most of the time. I shouldn't say that, because most of the time I am. Oh great, there's a guy coming. He's walking backwards. Look at him. Into his backyard. I don't know if you saw him. Oh my god, what a weirdo. Let's see. Oh my god, this marker. Will I ever get married? I suppose that means if I ever allow myself to fall in love. But along with that comes with being scared that my grandfather won't live to see me get married. I love my grandfather. He's 78. He's probably going to live for another 10, 15 years because he's not going to go easy. I know it. He won't go out without a fight. But it just still bother me. Learning to trust my friends around my boyfriend. Sounds awful, but it's kind of basically how it ended with Colin and I. And even though I have no reason to not trust my friends. I also didn't have any reason not to trust this person, so it's a fear, but it's another one that I'll just work through because my friends have nothing to do with my anxiety, and that's important to know, to be able to separate all that. And my final rock is about cancer. Cancer runs in my family on both sides. And I'm kind of scared sometimes that I'm going to get it. I mean, at least you could say, if it was on one side, you'd have 50 chance, but when it's on both, not so much. My grandmother died of breast cancer on my dad's side, and my grandmother on my mom's side died of lung cancer, so that's cool. But those are my rocks. And the importance of this video isn't so much for you to know every waking anxiety I have, but to show you that we all have anxiety and we all need to learn how to work through it. It's not having anxiety that's the problem. We don't always know how to tame it when it's happening. And our fears are greater than our strengths to us sometimes. When really, if we just believe that we have the strength, then we'll be able to conquer the fear. I love this lake. It's beautiful. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye!